Yeah. Tink and Maddie. Carolina, stand up. Yeah. Heels in the paint. Say it again. Heels in the paint. Don't be scared of the lane. That's where pressure gets made. Heels in the paint. Yeah, heels in the paint. Women's time right now. Yeah, we running the game. Fresh voices on the mic. Bring insight. Bring truth. Game sharp. Film smart. Break it down for the hoop. Shining lights on the women who've been earning their space. From the arc to the rim. We ain't dodging the paint. Tar heel ladies. Play hard. Play smart. Play together every night for coach. Bang hard. Blue blood pressure when we step on the floor. You don't want to come inside, but we beg you for more. Heels in the paint. Heels in the paint. This where we learn. This where we grow. Heels in the paint. Heels in the paint. North Carolina women's basketball. Welcome to Heels in the Paint. Welcome to Heels in the Paint.
Well. We're back.
We are back.
Live in the paint. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a busy last couple weeks.
Ooh, listen, if you don't drink alcohol, then don't become a Carolina fan, because before the end of a day, you might be checking into somebody's AA meeting or something to the effect of. But yeah, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. We got to wrap this season up. We'll recap the season and see where we're headed for the next season as far as a team. Lainey done slid out of here.
She slid out real quick. And it was like, my goodness. And I thought it was because it was on April Fool's. I was like, there's no way.
No.
And it was real.
No April Fools. No, Lainey said it's been real.
I mean, she immediately sides with TCU.
Immediately. Arnasalo has also entered the portal with a do not contact. Which that crazy. Tells me she already know where she's going. You think she's going back to UCLA? I have a feeling she's going back to UCLA.
She might be going back at that point. I mean, I don't know. Courtney's got what, 3 people now in the portal the last 2 days.
Yep. We got Chloe Clardy. We have Sophie Burrows.
Yeah.
And who's the other? I gotta get the other one. I don't know. She been right. I gotta give it to her. I don't doubt Coach Bankart when it comes to recruiting. Like she's a hell of a recruiter. So I don't doubt that.
Yeah. Like, we need a center. That's all. I'm like, okay, so do you have something for that? Because
yes,
we don't have one. And the third girl is Nicole Akot from Oklahoma State. And she's good. She's not that tall. Like we need.
Oh, she's a forward. Okay.
Yeah, I thought she was 6'1". We need somebody who's gonna be taller that can be,
with a little bit of size. Yeah. We kind of got spoiled with God dang. We really got spoiled with her. Somebody go find. Maybe I can find some eligibility for Nyla Harris. Maybe we can find some. I'm gonna figure out a waiver. If I can figure out a waiver to get up for it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll definitely miss her next year.
Yeah,
next year's team's gonna look. I don't know. It'll look very different.
Kind of like this one did, because this team looked different than it did the year before.
Yeah, it's gonna look very different because, I mean, I guess we have what's your face Harping coming in, so
yeah, Kate.
She'll be starting, obviously.
Yeah.
But like the new girls that we just got, are any of them gonna start? I'm not sure.
I don't even know what. Yeah, I don't know.
Because that girl from Syracuse, she's pretty good.
Yes, she is. We lost to the portal. Lainey Grant, Talia Henderson, my bestie.
Can't believe Talia.
Still love you, girl.
That one hurt me because I really wanted her to stay.
Yes, I was really hoping that she was going to stay, and
But
I was and getting more minutes. And I know that's what she wants. I
she wants to
know
be,
that's one of
she
the
wants to
reasons why.
probably be like either a starter or like the sixth person off the bench. That's probably
Had
what she
to
wants.
be. She should have got more burn this year.
She's a shooter. Like we should have had her playing a lot more.
Definitely. So I know that's why she jumped into the portal. And then of course Elena Onosalo. I was surprised by that, especially with how great she played
Yeah,
especially going into the end of the season, and when Renaya went down, when we completely lost Renaya, like
I didn't expect her to
stepped
leave.
up big.
I mean, I didn't. The only person Talia leaving makes sense, but like the other two, I did not expect either of those two.
No. I would have loved to see
because she literally grew up big North Carolina girl, and it was her dream to go there.
It was, and
left.
Now she at TCU. But I wish her the best. Like I wish her nothing but the best. But yeah, that one threw me for
She'll succeed for sure. But that stings. Like, because when you don't really get too many of those players anymore that are like, I want to be at North Carolina and that's my school. Like, you don't get that.
Right. It's different. Yeah, it's different.
People just go for a bag now. They don't go for the money. Or they don't go for the name on the chest. They go for a bag.
Yeah.
So
most of them do. Yeah. I don't even think it has anything to do with money for her though. I don't know if it's maybe she doesn't want to play. Now, maybe it's because she doesn't want to come off the bench behind Kate. I don't know, because Kate they have Kate listed as a point guard. So I don't know if she'll be starting.
That could very well be it. However, I wouldn't have minded seeing them both start at point to see what could have happened with that.
Hey, just to see how it works out. I still could not believe that Elena left. Like, because you're gonna need more scores. I think Elena could have been the scorer that her and Talia.
Yeah, right now we don't really have anybody that's like, oh, they're getting 15, 20 points a game. I don't see anybody.
She's about the only one that.
And that's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask of her.
Of a freshman.
To come in and immediately start being our leading scorer. That's a lot to ask.
Yeah. But
so I don't know. Maybe she has some other stuff cooking, because I mean she's 3 for 3 so far on the people she's had come to campus.
Yeah.
So I was hoping we could, snag one of those Texas players, because there were so many that entered. I was like, one of them would have been a great get. Like
I was surprised with that. Like, why are they all in? But I did hear they had a nice recruiting class too, but still.
Yeah, they're built around Booker, and some of those girls, I guess I heard, didn't really like how the coach handled, I guess, that last game, just because like Booker was shooting a bunch, and they figured they should have changed the game plan.
When you go 3 for 23, you definitely should change the game plan, especially when you went so long. You went 1 for 15. You got to change the game plan.
That's the thing. Like, but I mean, Booker's good. She just had the worst of her life. But I mean, what can you do? Like, shout out UCLA for winning. Like,
definitely shout out to them.
Like their first one. So it's like, I mean, if you would have, for our last episode, we were like, oh, UCLA will probably lose. Like that was the one that I thought was going to lose.
Well, because of Texas. Now I will say, Texas defense is legit, and it's why the game was as close as it was. And if they were able to score like they did in the game against Michigan,
they would have won that game.
They by a lot. It'd have been
just had the worst offensive.
They had the worst
game
but they relied solely on they even though she had an off game, they relied on Madison still offensively. I guess they just figured
they should have. Because me and my fiance were talking about this. Like Rory, she was like the only one that was, shooting like 60%. They should have just been going to her.
Yeah, like, there's another guard that was scoring too. I cannot think of her name. I don't remember her name, but I will say this about Madison. This is her second or third year in a row where in the big game, because she did it last year, in the big game last year, and she didn't have.
That's another thing I was thinking about.
So maybe it's the moment.
Some people really aren't built for it because, I mean, you look at the girl from UCLA and she was built for that moment. She had blocks. She had the clutch block. Like, she was rebounding. So,
listen, Lauren wasn't even the best player in the game, in the championship game.
Nope.
She wasn't even the best player. So, yeah.
I mean, that championship game was nuts. The fact that they won by that much,
yeah,
I thought it would be closer.
I'm not necessarily surprised.
I thought it would be a little closer.
South Carolina, but I know South Carolina does not have that go-to scorer like they always have. Like last year,
yeah, that's true.
You know, or even before, like they would have your what do you have? Pow that could shoot the three at any given moment.
Yeah.
You, of course, before that you had Aaliyah Boston. You can get the ball down low to her. So they don't have that scorer that's going to take over the game and just get you 15 or 20 points per game.
Yeah.
They didn't have that this season.
I don't know. I mean, to go back, that's back-to-back years now. They have been blown out in a championship.
Yes.
Game. So now that just makes me nervous. Like, what's about to happen next year now?
I don't know, but you know, Dawn Staley gonna tool up. You know what she
That's
do?
what I'm saying, because like she's got to be, just angry. To have back-to-back years, you get blown out, and you make it all the way to the championship, and you get blown out twice.
The UConn game didn't surprise me when they got blown out last year. That didn't surprise me.
No.
This year, it didn't necessarily surprise me, but I did think defensively that they would do a little bit better.
I thought they would.
But I also think they were emotionally spent because of what happened.
Yeah.
The game against UConn. So the way they were, because if you look at, I have this thing where I always go back and watch games after the fact and just go look for certain things and then see things differently.
Yeah.
And so I went back and watched the game, the South Carolina game and UConn. And I watched how they were locked in, like defensively, like they were like, yo.
Oh yeah, they were playing one of the best games that they had all year.
And then I looked at the championship game where they played against UCLA. They didn't have that same intensity. They weren't locked in the same way. It was like
I think they just focused too much on beating UConn.
That's how it seems. I don't want to say that's exactly what it was, but that's definitely what it seems like.
I mean, that happens though. Like sometimes when you're facing like something that you're not supposed to win, or like everyone's counting you out, you put all your mind and energy into that, and then you forget you still have another game to go.
And then everything after, and then of course with everything that happened after the fact, with the way Luigi Ariema decided to act. I refuse to call him by what he wants to be called. Your mama named you Luigi, I'm gonna call you Luigi.
Yeah, that was all over the place. Every social media outlet, that was everywhere, just because like that is just like so immature and just
it was unnecessary.
It's like when you should never be a sore loser like that.
I don't think it's the sore loser part. I think it's who he lost to.
Yeah.
Because he acted the same way against Pat. Now it never escalated the way it did against what happened with him and Dawn. But him and Pat Summitt, they didn't. She canceled games. Like she canceled regular season games against them because of the tension. Of course, they cited it was like for recruiting or something. No. Don't nobody want to deal with that. And it's another coach. I cannot think of her name. Dang it. And it's like right there. Had I not needed to say it, I would have thought about it. But it's one other coach that has like beat him probably just as much as Pat, if not more. But for female coaches that beat him, and it doesn't matter. I don't like when people say, oh, because I heard some folks say that he did it because she was Black. No, it has nothing to do with race. Nothing to do with race. It was
he has a
it's great coaches that can compete with him, and he has an issue. So
he has an ego problem. That's all. I mean, a lot of guys do, especially him when you've won so much. You're gonna have time to be like, I should always win, but I mean, whatever. Shout out UCLA though, getting their first one. That's exciting because, like, it's not somebody that always wins, which I'm like, that's what we like to see.
Yeah,
that can maybe be a
that was
trend.
that first, right? That was that first,
the first one. So maybe it can be a trend of people that it's not just South Carolina, it's not just UConn, it's somebody else winning this time.
Right.
I mean, shoot, Duke was almost, I hate to say, but they look really good in the tournament. So like and they're picking up people in this transfer portal left and right now.
Yeah, they are.
So,
yeah, they are.
Who knows what they're gonna look like next year? Because I heard that they might be getting the other Texas girl, Jordan Lee, too. So I'm like, if they get her, Aaliyah Crump, oh my God, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough.
Plus, their coach is just she's such a good coach. So it's like,
absolutely. Carl Lawson is an amazing coach and is, like I tell people all the time, the way that she's done completely turned that program around.
She's awesome.
Like, the only thing that they got to do is win a natty. They don't want everything else. Win a natty.
I think they're going to be putting, everything in to get a good roster. So I'm nervous to see how that goes because, I mean, from the looks of right now, Courtney, is picking up pieces, but how good are these pieces will be TBD until we can, see some more on them.
Yeah.
But maybe she has something cooking that we just,
Well, I will say that with UNC, they've always been where they like to keep some stuff like under wraps until it's all finalized to see what it looks like. So, like I said, I never worry about Courtney when it comes to recruiting.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. I will put the best player in the world in the room with Courtney and three other top coaches. And I bet you Courtney Banghart gonna walk out of there with that player committed to her. Like she can recruit her, but I don't know what she be selling them. I don't know what she's selling them.
I have no idea.
But they buying it because they're coming.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting because obviously, like I said, we don't know what to even envision for next year. I don't know what kind of style of play we'll have because we'll have different types of players in this season.
Yeah.
I mean,
we definitely need size. Down low,
the players that we got, like we got that Syracuse girl's a pretty good shooter, and the other guard we got is also from Stanford, is a pretty good shooter, and she's really good defensively. Yes, what I've heard. Yeah. So I mean, maybe we're trying to get better, defensively, because I mean we did lack a little bit there.
Right.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're trying to get more, solid defenders, and then we'll let the offense come that way after that. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, to run it, when you run into UCLA, you expect to lose, obviously. It would have made me feel better if they would have won the championship, honestly. But it is what it is.
Okay. It's but we even still the girls had a great season.
Great season.
Sweet 16, back-to-back years in the Sweet 16. So, and it's 2 years in a row, 2 or 3 years in a row that they've hosted, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And then, like, I was thinking about this, like, Texas was the same way, like, a couple years back. They had back-to-back Sweet 16s. And then they finally went to an Elite Eight. So I'm like, I wonder if we can do that now. Like, depending on what else happens in this portal shift.
Right.
We can pick up some, top portal option. That's maybe another forward or center or whatever.
Yeah, hopefully we get a center.
Maybe comes out firing. Maybe Kate does average 20 points a game. I don't know. We don't know what's going to look like.
Right.
Maybe we can, somehow get an easier path to an Elite Eight and we can do it. Maybe I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
It's all just But I mean, that would be nice to see in the next couple of years if we can get to the Elite Eight now. That's the next spot we need to get to. I'm not saying we need to go from Sweet 16 to championship. I think we just need to get to the Elite Eight. And then after that, once we can do that, we'll go ahead and go to the Final Four. You have to do it once at a time. You can't just immediately jump. And especially in women's, you cannot just jump from Sweet 16 to the championship game. That doesn't happen very often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. I really am looking forward to seeing when Kate is on campus, and of course we got Noelle, who's also incoming freshman. So I'm looking forward.
I think she'll be good. She'll be a good just spark off the bench. I've been thinking about that. Like
Yeah.
She'll be able to come in and provide, good defense, rebounding. She's aggressive. So I'm like, that'll be a good little spark off the bench.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing her. I saw her briefly at the the last game that they hosted when I went. I did get to see her briefly. It wasn't much. I was able to wave and get her because she was with the team. So but it was good to see her. So yeah, we got to get her back on the show. Hopefully her and a couple of the other players. Definitely because Nyla Brooks is a heavy follower of Heels of the Paint, her and her dad. So shout out to them. Glad she's definitely coming back. I'm so glad she's coming back. Because I really am looking forward to seeing what work she puts in to create her own. Because if she figures out how she can create her own offense or create her own space to, to get her shot off and get the shot that she wants versus settling for a shot, trouble.
Yeah, and I think one thing about her is she does have that, just like lion mindset, like you're gonna work hard and like, be that leader.
Yep.
So like I could see her just all summer long, just, hitting the weights, doing repetitions, just doing all types of stuff to get herself even better.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm definitely cannot wait to see her grow.
I think she'll have a good jump.
Yeah.
From, last season to next year. She'll have a great jump, I think. Because sometimes you just never know with players, like, will they have that jump from freshman to sophomore? Or will it be like sophomore to junior when they finally have that jump? But I think she'll have it next year.
That's what I wanted to see from Blanca, though. I did want to see with Blanca the jump from freshman to sophomore, but I think injuries kind of got in the way of that.
Yeah, so I think the injury messed up her confidence, one, and two, it's just hard to get comfortable again after you get injured. Especially if you just get thrown into play. It's not like you had time to really gear up and warm up into it.
So has anyone figured out what was wrong with Renaya? Because I still to this day do not know.
I have literally not seen a peep. I've literally I always check. I'm like, let me go on here and just search if anything comes up. Nothing. I'm like, how are they keeping this so under wraps?
It made me nervous because I started thinking about what happened with I think it's Paulina Paris when she was she was injured and then she sat out and then she came back for like a game or two and then she was out again and then she never came back and then she was in the portal. So it made that's what I was like, man, we about to get told that Renaya is jumping in this portal. And that's what kind of shocked me with Lainey and Elena entering the portal and Talia.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that makes me think is that means she has to be coming back if those three left.
Exactly, gotta be. Because my concern was Talia, I could understand because you definitely deserve to get more playing time. And I knew that's what she wanted. And with what Courtney is bringing in, Talia probably still wasn't going to see that a lot of minutes. So I get it. But with Lainey and Elena, they had their faults, but I think some of that was because of their youth. But they were getting better. Lainey first of all, Lainey can shoot anywhere on the freaking court. But what her and Elena both started doing better towards the end of that season was attacking the basket like they did in the tournament. They were getting to the basket, especially when we played against Maryland. They barely shot threes. They were
driving a bunch.
Yeah. So I think if they'd have did more of that and continued to do that, and then you can get your jump shots off, or you get your threes if you're open or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was definitely looking forward to seeing Lainey and Elena with Kate. And then we get us a nice forward.
I think that would have been, I don't know. I just think it would have been great to see them because they all, be effective shooters. So yes. I mean, it would have pulled the defense out tremendously.
Definitely.
Because then we would have had a bunch of open posts. And then we would have had easy dumps into the post. I don't know. whatevs. Well, I'm trusting Courtney until she proves me otherwise. I will be, skeptical sometimes, but I'm still going to trust her at the end of the day because she every year proves that it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Even when we are questioning what she's doing, clearly she sees something in each of these players. So
she definitely got me over here like, ma'am.
So she sees something in each of these three. If she sees it and I don't, that's okay because I'm not a coach and she is. So
yeah. We ain't gonna tell you how to do your job, ma'am. Just call a timeout in the game. Just
I'm not the ones getting paid for, to go recruit and do all this. So I don't know nothing at this point. Same thing with the men's. I'm over here. I say I want this player, but I don't really know what actually is going to work.
Yeah, listen, the men have us stressed out.
The men. I mean, I'm glad. Shout out Malone, dude. Michael Malone, bro. I mean, shout out you. But that whole coach fiasco just took so long that I think it just kind of delayed everything else.
You want to know something? I would not be surprised if they probably knew he was going to be the coach. They just waited. They just waited. I don't know. And then with what happened with Tommy Lloyd, and just like I know, because you live in Arizona, so I know you were getting harassed. But my phone blowing up, everybody asking me, talking about some Mike Malone, like really? And I was like, what about him? And it was like, well, that's who we all coach, because Tommy Lloyd turned it that when he made that announcement, phone was going nuts. And then when Mike Malone was hired, I literally had to turn my phone off.
Yeah, that was a brutal day because I was at work and we had just got done with a meeting right as that announcement happened. I wasn't even on my phone. I didn't even have time to see it. And I had people coming up saying, "Oh, he's staying," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay." He just said yesterday in his press conference that he didn't say anything.
He did exactly. That's what shocked everybody.
Okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, so I guess we moved, dude, whatever. But honestly, I think Malone will be a good coach. I think now that he's, getting his staff around him, he got the guy from Arkansas, like he'll be getting some up, like he has the right crew around him.
Yeah, we have the return of Sean
May, Hoots. They kept those people that are going to be able to help do the other parts that he doesn't know how to do quite yet.
Right. I think it's the defense. I think what we should see and expect is defense. Because
I'm excited for that.
He said it. He's in the press conference. He's a defensive coach.
Well, he also said, he quoted, I don't know what he said. He was like, North Carolina had the 300 or whatever 20% worst percentage of three point defending. Yeah. I'm like, how do you? So you already know we had a problem with it, and now you're about to come fix it because that was the biggest problem.
He even had mentioned. This was in October. It's like October, November. He did an interview, and he had went through every single player just about every player on that roster. Like he knows the players.
Yeah, he watched.
Watched. But with so many so for those, because it's another sports group that I'm in, and they were saying like of all people, that was like, what did y'all get? Like that was out of left field, and I was like, actually, it's really not. I'm like,
really not. There's connection there.
Like I said, because Mike is on, like he's in Chapel Hill a lot. And it was like, well, why? I said, well, one, his daughter plays volleyball. So she attends Carolina. I said, and he wasn't just there for that. Like he had sat in on like he knows the players know him. I said, so it really isn't out of left field. It's out of left field for the public because
they didn't know.
It wasn't in the media. It really wasn't in there. And, so I'm excited to see how it all plays out.
I'm excited. I think they can pick up some of these portal guys that they're trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we got Maximo staying for sure.
Yeah.
And if Henry comes back, and all this stuff, we have a good squad.
Yeah,
we have a good squad.
I don't think Mingo he was on campus yesterday, so they haven't said if he's gonna.
I don't know. To me, it's quite odd that he was on campus and has still not said a thing about if he's staying or not.
Yeah, I don't.
To me, that seems like a bad thing, but in my mind, it might be a hot take, but I would have rather had Adams versus Mingo. because I think Adams has a little bit more untapped potential that we could get out of him.
Interesting.
I know Mingo's like, great player.
Yes. They both are. Yeah.
But I just think for some reason, I just think he could really just develop really nicely at North Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah. My only thing is like, why are you not, if you know, I don't know. One of my friends was like, look, if you don't want to come to play for an NBA winning coach,
then just see ya.
Then I don't know what more we can offer you.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if it's like if he's trying to figure out if his brother can come or whatever it is.
I don't think that'll be a problem. I'm pretty sure they can make room.
They can make room if that was the case. I mean,
yeah, they'll make room.
I don't know, but it's me. You can always get a guard.
Yeah,
like you can go find more. Like you can even find like a more vet that would not necessarily even be a freshman. Like because even with Dixon leaving, same thing. I love Dixon.
If he leaves, he still hasn't decided either.
I mean, I know
he's in the portal.
He was on campus yesterday.
He's still on campus, but he's we know that Jonathan Powell, he's committed to Pitt, so he's going to Pitt.
Yeah, he's definitely. Jaden Young's back. Luka's gone.
Well, he's in. Yeah.
Which that makes it sound like Luka just said yes, he wants to come back before he had talked to his agent or something.
Or he talked to the coach, or he figured out he didn't know what the plan was.
Because that was
or they probably told him he could come back, but your role is going to be this, and maybe that's what he didn't agree with.
That's probably what it is. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens because like Henry still hasn't really said what he's doing, even though we should all know at this point. Like he's going to probably test the waters, but I mean, he's not a first round pick, so why would you go?
Yeah, but my thing is this: even with entering the portal has been open now for over a week, right? You can't wait, and you can't keep waiting to jump in the portal. Like,
yeah, so I don't think him or Stevenson will go in the portal. I think Stevenson, I don't know why he hasn't said he's coming back yet. That's weird to me. Because I mean, you're not NBA ready and you're from North Carolina. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he's not going to the league. He's going to, if he leaves, if he doesn't stay at Carolina, he's just going to another school.
But like if he hasn't entered by now, like it's been, a whole week almost. Like I'm surprised you haven't.
That's what I'm saying. I would have thought that it would have went ahead and
especially if you want to try and get to a team right away, before like people start rushing around for players and they just, pick up people left and right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't know how many more. I mean, we might see a couple more like really good players trickle in the portal, but I don't really know. Like Juke and like some of those other guys are obviously the best ones. Like, and a lot of the top guys have already committed places.
Juke is the number 3, the top 3 player in the portal right now. Oh yeah.
And then there's another like the number 5 player that Isaiah Johnson guy or whatever is going to Texas. And then I think they're also going to get that punch guy. I mean, Texas is looking nice.
Louisville men and women
they're dishing out money.
Didn't they get the guy from Kansas? Didn't they get both of them from Kansas?
Yeah. And that, I mean, poor Duke, because they were going after him hard.
I knew he wasn't going to go to Duke.
I knew he wasn't
going on over there.
And then the other guy there, Duke's trying to get Blackwell. He's going to Illinois. He ain't going to Duke.
Yeah, that was fake. Illinois. Yeah, somebody put a fake thing out saying that he was going to Duke.
That was Zell. I know you're watching this, or you will be watching this, and we all said it was fake. By the way, you got scammed, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Blackwell's definitely going. He's a really good guard too, but he's going to Illinois because his dad went there. So why would he not go where his dad went?
Right. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But there's a lot of. I mean, we have that guy coming on campus tomorrow. That Utah guard.
Oh, yeah. He's coming.
He could be a good option too. Because I mean, if Dixon wants to wait around the portal, we're just gonna go sign somebody else at that point to replace him if he doesn't decide, So it's like
I think he's from the last I've heard, he is getting hit hard from Vanderbilt. And honestly, the offense works for him at Vanderbilt. The type
Yeah,
of it'll
Vandy
work.
is, and now I know for a fact Arizona is, just because I know people in the boards. And
Y'all heard where 94 Feet said, join the Discord for all the latest updates.
yes,
Got
I
all
just
the
know
tea.
for a fact that they are going after him hard because they have no other point guard option really right now that they want, because they swung and missed on two that they wanted the guy that just went to Texas, and then they wanted some other guy that I think went to one of the Big Ten schools maybe. But they like swung and missed on 2 point guards, and they don't have a point guard really. So they are
Duke. Who don't have a point guard?
Arizona, because Caleb Holt. I mean, technically he could be a point guard, but
they don't have a point guard.
So that's why they're going to be sending a lot of money to Dixon if he wants to go there. Which, in my opinion, like, go ahead, bro. Because I don't see him making you a championship team. No offense.
Nope.
I don't see his freshman to sophomore leap that big. Now, I think it would have been great to keep on our team, you know.
Yeah.
However, he doesn't move the needle that far. And he can be replaced. Like, it's not like he's somebody that's, dropping 20 points.
Right. A game. Yeah. Not every single game. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Makes sense. We're about to find out.
Yeah,
we're about to find out.
We'll be finding out sooner than later. I'm sure this week will be full of news for women's and men's.
Yeah, especially as it gets closer to, when the portal closes. We have the WNBA draft this weekend. Well, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, we got that. We got, honestly, a busy week because we have obviously still portal stuff. We have that. Softball's been going on. Baseball is the top. Baseball's gonna have a top 5 matchup this weekend. Next weekend are coming up. That's a big series for them. So
I was looking at them playing against Clemson earlier today, and the score was 7-1. I was like, yeah, I'm taking them out.
Yeah, they handle their business. So now, they'll probably be ranked like in the top 3 tomorrow now.
Oh wow! Because right now we're number 6.
Yeah, well, because Texas lost and Georgia lost, and those were the 2 in front of them. And then Georgia Tech is going to move. Georgia Tech is 3 right now, but they're going to move to 2. So it'll probably be 2 versus 3. Friday, Saturday, Sunday at home at Bosch. So if you guys are there, you guys better head out there and support, because that's
I gotta get to a baseball game.
That is a huge series for Scott Forbes, and they literally are at the best start they've ever had. Like they're 30-6. That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that today. Yeah, I got to get to a game. I think the pollen has calmed down a little bit, so I can be outside for a little bit more. But when that pollen first started falling,
it's a wrap. If I get any pollen like that,
I'm not gonna do it. Eyes be puffy, swole, sneezing, I can't breathe, skin breaking out. Yeah, no.
Yep. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the ladies next season, though. I'm interested to see what happens in the portal. Not even just with our team, but like, other teams. Since Iowa State had some players in her, like all these teams had players in her. So I'm like, I wonder where they're gonna go.
Has it been said where Audie Crooks is going? Can we get her?
I think everybody's saying Oklahoma, but I just don't like. That's crazy if she goes to Oklahoma because they play so fast. I'm like, and with her, you'd have to slow down a little bit,
right?
So I don't know.
Yeah. Listen. If somehow Courtney Banghart can nab Audie Crooks,
that would be nuts.
I'm first of all, I'm front row at every game, and 2, hey coach, you ain't gotta buy a meal. You ain't gotta buy now and another meal. I got you. Drinks on me.
That would be that would just be nuts to see.
That would be insane. Like, I was surprised that she even
about like portal, especially in the ACC. I don't know really who would be able to compete with her because there's not that many like elite women.
She would kill just like she killed over there. What was that? I would say what, Big 10?
Big 12.
Big 12. Okay. She would definitely dominate in the ACC.
100%.
But she might be going to the SEC.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see her at Oklahoma. That's crazy, but like they have money to throw to her.
Mm-hmm.
So they might want to spend it.
Hey, throw the bags, throw the money.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see where she lands. I cannot wait to see where she lands. Wherever she lands.
It is interesting because like some players are like committing so quickly, and then there's some that just are taking their time. They're trying to see where they want to go, weigh their options. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I mean, that's what I would do if I was a player.
Yeah.
Unless I was like, you know what, they just offered me $1 million, I'm going there. But like, I would go anywhere for that, dude.
Why not?
Well, I mean, actually, I don't know if I would go play for Duke for I don't even know if I could do that for $1 million, honestly.
You know, that's a conversation that I used to have with my daughter when my daughter played.
I don't even know because I'd have to wear that dark blue color. I just couldn't do it.
People used to ask me that all the time. There was like, if your daughter played or got asked or offered by Duke, would you let her go? And I'm like, let me be realistic here. Will I hate it? Absolutely. I will hate it. Will I tell her to turn it down, especially if they're offering her a full ride? Absolutely not. Yeah. I am going to be at the games with my Carolina gear on, cheering my baby on.
Yeah, that's me. That is like,
it's gonna be hard. It would be something very hard for me to do, but I really had to be realistic and was like, why would I tell her like you can't go to what it like, especially if Carolina doesn't offer her, or even if they offer her and maybe Duke offered her a better deal. What am I gonna say? No, turn it down. No, I can't. I can't tell them to turn it down. It would be hard as heck for me, but yeah, I would I would definitely have to wear my I would have to wear my gear.
Yeah.
I would still be there with my UNC stuff. When I was in grad school, I had to take a class at Duke. Yeah, I had on my Carolina gear when I went in there. So
yeah. I would not be able. Yeah, I cannot wear dark blue like that now.
That royal blue it don't sit well with me. It don't sit well with me. It doesn't. Nope. Well, there's some things shaking up. We see not just already in the portal, but then you got a lot of players that are returning. So Hannah Hidalgo is staying at Notre Dame. It'll be interesting.
She had a crazy March run, dude. She was going nuts.
She is insane.
Like she almost had that like a quadruple double. Yes. I was like, what is this? Like that is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. But Hannah really does take it, like she takes the point guard position to a different level. She don't just score, she don't just rebound, she don't just assist, she defends. She averages like 5.5 steals per game.
That to me is nuts.
It is. It's like crazy.
Your hands have got to be sticky because you be getting like all these balls just left and right.
Well, but a lot of the guards I don't understand how they don't. Maybe because you're in the game and you don't think about it. But if you are dribbling in front of her too long, you might as well give her the ball. Because all she's going to do is watch the ball and watch your rhythm and then get you. So you can't do a lot of dribbling in front of her. You're going to either have to go ahead and either pass the ball or get your behind to the basket or shoot. A lot of dribbling in front of her, yeah, she's going to pick your pocket. She's going to, I don't care. And it doesn't matter how, it's not to say that you can't handle the ball well. It doesn't matter how good of a ball handler you are.
No, she just is really good at reading the ball.
She's just really good at defending and watching. So, but yeah, it's going to be crazy to see how she is her senior season and see what Notre Dame adds to their roster as well.
They'll be adding something. I know it. They'll be adding something.
Yeah. Louisville right now, though, Louisville looking like they was like, hey, we coming.
Yeah, for the men. I mean, a lot of the ACC will be good next year again. So, I mean, that's ACC good for us. It's good for us.
On both sides, though. On both sides, both men and women. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
We definitely need that. ACC's been getting just trash talked left and right the last couple of years. So
Yes. Now, the year before, you probably had a valid argument.
Yeah.
But this year, we had 8 teams in the tournament, bro.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Stop playing. Yeah, we coming. The ACC is about to be back. It's about to be. And even the teams that didn't make it, they weren't bad teams, actually.
No, we actually had a lot of solid teams.
They weren't bad teams. So, but I'm ready. Like, it's been depressing for me because I really love college basketball. Like, the NBA does not do anything for me. I mean, I'll probably be watching and tuned in for the playoffs, and that starts next week. Well, the play-in starts actually. It does, yeah. It starts next Saturday, the 18th.
Yeah, it starts next Saturday, I think.
The 18th. The play-in, I think, is the 14th. So the play-in starts on Tuesday. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out because nobody had. You know how it's always you be like, yeah, we know who's gonna win the NBA championship. We even we'll say that about the with the NCAA tournament. We was like, no, we know who's gonna win it. But then it kept changing. At first, oh, it's Michigan. Michigan gonna take it. Then it was nope, Arizona gonna take it. Nope, Duke gonna take it. Like, and then it was like, you know what? We don't know.
Yeah, sometimes like a team just starts to play really good and you don't know.
You don't know. But then the one team the one team that stayed in there was Michigan, who I picked them from jump.
I picked Michigan. Yeah, I picked them to win literally towards the beginning of the year. I was like, Michigan's winning it all.
Yeah, I had been on Michigan since I had been saying the entire time. I said the scariest team right now and the best team in college basketball right now is Michigan. I said you got to look at the way they play basketball.
And Elliot Cadeau also was just having the best season.
And I said Elliot was exactly who they needed. Period. But I was heavy on them, and then of course with on the women's side, everybody had UConn.
Everybody almost.
My bingo card did not have UCLA as the national champions.
I had UConn or Texas, so neither of the two.
Right. That's what we said. Because we was like, no, Texas defense is, and with the way that Texas played Michigan, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, they in there. Nowhere on my bingo card was UConn not in that national championship game.
Yeah, that was not what I thought.
Didn't see it coming at all. So, and that's kind of how it is with the NBA. Like, there's not a favorite. Everyone would say OKC, but I don't think people are as convinced. And I don't know.
Nah, I don't think so.
Listen, San Antonio, I think Kendrick Perkins said it. And ever since he said it, I've been like, you know what? He might have a point. But he said for a little bit now, San Antonio is going to win the finals. And I was like, what? But then I mean, research. He might be right. They're good. They're good enough to do it. They're good enough to do it.
They're all around pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
But they're actually they can be a sleeper team because nobody really pays attention to them.
Right.
Plus, Wemby, he's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a former Tar Heel on there, Harrison Barnes, bro.
Yes, you do.
That's the GOAT, dude.
Yep. Yeah. Shout out to Harrison. So yeah, it's I've been a little down, ready for college basketball. Come on, November. I don't like to rush it because I love the summer months. I just miss basketball. NBA don't do it for me. So
yeah, it's getting to a slow season. It'll be just baseball.
Yeah.
Which I love baseball, but most people do not. So
yeah, I'm not the biggest baseball fan. I play softball. If I'm not playing it, I can't.
Yeah.
I gotta play it. I gotta be playing it.
Yeah.
But I am gonna make my way out to Chapel Hill to get me a couple of games in. Show some support. And we just had some was it our lacrosse team that just won?
It might have been lacrosse. I know that.
I think they just won the ACC, I believe.
I'm gonna look. I followed them, so let me double check.
Yeah, I can't recall. But I definitely want to shout them out.
Let's see.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. I think it was lacrosse. That's what I think. But
Yeah, I don't know. Can't see anything. I don't know. Lacrosse is always winning stuff. So is field hockey always be winning. Like it's always the same teams that win those.
yep, always, always winning. Like I love it here. They listen. They say we're the University of National Champions,
And we are.
and we kind of are. So,
Hopefully we
but
can get one in, basketball.
both
Women's
men,
and women's. Both of them preferred.
yeah.
But hopefully we can also maybe get one in baseball. Because this is
Ooh,
probably
that'll
the
be
best
good.
shot this year. So
Mm-hmm. That'll be good.
because they actually, believe it or not, I think baseball has like the most trips to Omaha without winning a national
Yeah,
championship.
winning. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's like, come on now, we just need to win.
Just give
Like
me
we
one.
always go, but we just need to get one
We
championship.
gotta finish it. We gotta finish the job. We gotta finish the job. We gotta finish the job.
Yep.
So, well, we're gonna come back once we finalize and get a roster together and all this portal stuff,
Yeah,
taken care of. So, I know Courtney is working. Yeah, like I said, I don't fear her recruit. I don't doubt her recruiting. I know she can build a roster. I don't doubt that one bit. So I know she's gonna go get exactly what we need.
yeah. She's been working all weekend, so
Been closing deals left and right.
yeah. So I imagine she's probably still doing something right now. So
Mm-hmm. She probably sitting there now like, y'all think I did that this weekend? Hold my beer. Watch what I do next.
yeah, I'd imagine she'll probably get like maybe 2 to 3 more people this week.
I think she will. I think she will. You got anything else before we slide out?
No, we'll be back once we have a roster completed.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we just don't know what it is. So
we don't. We got Kate. We got Sophia. I think I said her name right. Yeah. Yeah. We tooling up. Stay tuned. But until then,